What's good, man? It's your boy A60 Chris, aka Juice God K, aka K with a K, and I'm back with another YouTube video. Now look, we have one Eagles diehard versus 10 NFL fans. Now I've seen these types of videos before. It's more so like a Jubilee type of video, almost like a 20v1 even. One person, they have stances, arguments, or opinions, and it's like 10 or 20 individuals. They'll come up to the table and try to debate them and prove why they're wrong. I don't want to waste no more time. It's a 1 hour long video. So how to do it?
Jalen Hurts is outside of the top 5.
See a Cowboys shirt.
You think I give a damn what Skip Bayless has to say in a time like this?
Seems about to be a bunch of op niggas in this video.
Are you guys trying to put down black rights?
Your whole identity is
No cap, this is my type of video though. I ain't gonna lie to you. This shit got me on this motherfucker.
All of
No
y'all
cap.
teams suck, man. All y'all teams suck.
This is my type of vid. Should have got me here.
We got
All y'all teams suck.
Damn, why like you getting rage baited though, man?
All y'all teams suck.
Bro, like we the master rage baiters. Like, come on now, man.
What's up? My name is Donovan, and I'm here to defend the best.
I ain't gonna lie, that rage in between them two words just saved me like a motherfucker. I ain't gonna hold you.
Team, the defending Super Bowl champion,
gonna lie.
Philadelphia Eagles.
Alright, come on, man.
Right down. I got several claims. I'm ready to see if anyone can either beat me in a debate or simply change my mind, but I doubt that. My first claim, the Philadelphia Eagles will win multiple Super Bowls before the Dallas Cowboys get one more playoff win.
Damn.
Bring it up.
You said multiple.
Damn. See, listen, I'm all for being confident in my team, right? But I'm not delusional. That's a little bit wonky. I ain't like it's already hard enough to win the Super Bowl, bro. You feel me? It's already hard to go back to back and even three-peat. So 2 before they win another playoff game? Damn. I don't know. That might be a little bit far-fetched. They not that ass.
We're gonna
right
win.
now-
We're gonna win this year, and then we're gonna.
They
win
not that
And
ass.
then you guys.
It's cute.
It's been 30.
really cute
it's been
to think
30
that
years.
because of yes, it has.
It's been
And
30 years since you not
30 years have we
Understand.
won? We haven't
Understand.
won in 30 years. You're absolutely
Understand.
right. And how many Super Bowls do you guys have?
2. So again,
Catch up.
Again,
Catch up. It's been
Again,
a long time,
again.
my
See,
man.
bro, I hate when they do that, gang. Like, bro, this brother right here, he don't even look 30 himself. You like around, what, 27 or something like that? You ain't see none of those Super Bowls. You ain't see a team win not once. What are we talking about? Why are you trying to rep off those rings, nigga? That you gotta watch on YouTube. Stop. Bro, like, when it come to rings game, if you ain't see a team win, stop trying to pop to me about rings, bro. Like, that ass. I've seen my team be great. You haven't, nigga. What are we talking about?
the NFC East. You have.
Stop.
Everybody hates
Ice
the
Age rings.
Included.
Exactly. Exactly. I want you and everybody
Eagles
else
fan.
who wears the Jordans.
It was.
those
I hope
teal.
that you
those teal Jordan
have
13s.
a memory of the whole Super Bowl these last couple years, because it's not gonna happen again. It's over.
You say
It's
that.
Like, what are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? We barely lost pieces. We still got our core, like, top players. Like, what are you saying? What are you talking about, gang?
over.
And we've been to 2 Super Bowls in the last.
They need them red
Can't
flags.
make the top 10
to get this
when he's
nigga
been
up
in
outta
the
here.
Super Bowl twice. He's the same
Home
person as
chat.
Brock Purdy without the tush push. He's the same person.
What?
55 touchdowns. 55 touchdowns in his whole career, right? 55.
50. Nah, he gotta be talking about rushing touchdowns. He gotta be.
Brock Purdy right now.
55 touchdowns. How many of them were put tush push?
He gotta be.
I don't know. All I know
Yeah.
is
33.
touchdown. That's 33
Because
touchdowns.
you have to do
So-
non-football stuff.
Why does that matter though? Like, what about the other 22? That's still a lot of rushing touchdowns. Like, I'm like, why does that matter? Why does that matter?
Not football plays. Let's
He
get
is.
after it.
Is he not getting his team in position to do that? Like, I'm confused.
Cowboys, because you know that you have no opportunity to win a playoff.
Let me stop talking over
We're
the
gonna
vid.
get one before y'all get another Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's what-
I bet you we get
that's-
3 playoff wins before y'all get another one.
Yeah, let's-
I'm
Yo, get him up
confident.
outta
We
here.
We
Get
ain't
him outta
going
here.
nowhere. We are the best fan base in all of sports.
Get him out of here.
The worst.
Get him out of
The
here.
concept of winning multiple Super Bowls is something that I think gets past a lot of fan bases. Because you look at the Bengals a few years ago, their fan base gets so jacked up because they're finally in the big game. They're telling everybody, we're here. We're going to keep winning Super Bowls. What has happened since then? They've fallen apart. They haven't made it back to the playoffs. As a Giants fan, who watched 7 years old Giants make it to the Super Bowl. Plaxico Burress shoots himself in the leg. Don't go back. 2011, they make it to the Super Bowl. Jerry Reese tears down the organization, and it's been bad since then. So just from the concept of winning multiple Super Bowls multiple years in a row before another team wins a playoff game, I think it's a ridiculous notion, especially when you have two Super Bowls in the
we did it before the Jets and other teams as well. It's just like, I don't think the Cowboys are that bad. I don't think they're that bad. Like, that's, I don't know.
How many years has the organization been around?
Like, they've been mid,
I'll
but
say this. One,
they're just a
nobody
few
on our
pieces
team-
away, for real, for real.
That's
You don't know that.
That's one. That's one.
You don't know that.
Two, Giants fan, right?
Yeah.
We shouldn't even be arguing. We shouldn't even be doing it.
Argue about
let's
what?
laugh at them. Let's laugh at them.
Laugh at the Cowboys.
Because the Cowboys aren't doing
That's
anything.
fair. That's fair. I'm not a
They're
Cowboys
not doing
fan
anything.
either.
What are the Giants doing?
That is the entire premise. I'm not talking about you guys. I'm not talking about the Jets. I'm not talking about the Chargers. I'm talking about the most annoying fan base, the most annoying team. We have to join forces against them.
I'm all for hating the Cowboys. I hate
No. No, I'm not joining forces with no midgets fan. What are you talking about? What the hell are you saying?
Jerry
right now?
Jones. I think Cowboys fans hate Jerry Jones as much as well, maybe we like Jerry Jones.
Yeah, exactly. I like Jerry Jones.
Facts.
We like Jerry Jones.
And
Facts.
you know why
And
we
he
like
makes
him?
it-
You know why we like
It makes
him?
the organization worse and easier for the
Exactly.
team to win the division.
Exactly. As long
But-
as they have, as long as they have, you know, I promise you, as long as you and I both know that as long as that senile old man is running the team, they are not winning any playoff games.
The notion of winning multiple Super Bowls very quickly, I don't think is a good premise to go with.
Now, mind
Now
you, I
go
never
back
said
to-
quickly. I never said quickly.
You think it'll be well? That's
Damn.
fair.
We can have another 10 years of a Cowboys drought.
Are they going to be the Browns? Is that what we're going with?
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
You watched the
Damn.
Super Bowl, I'm sure, last year, right?
Of course.
Who was the best player on defense for the Eagles?
Man.
Mr. Sweat. Nolan Smith up there too. Cooper with the pick six.
There's a lot of people.
Okay,
you
well, I'm
know.
going to go with the dude who almost won Super Bowl MVP, which is Josh Sweat, no longer on the team. Who is the captain of, or the heart and soul of the Eagles defense?
JC.
Brandon
Graham.
Graham. I'm surprised you didn't know that. Also, not on the team anymore. Who is?
If we
who
talking
was
about
the
this year.
offensive coordinator last season?
Kellen Moore.
They're no longer on the team anymore. So this team that was put together, that was saved by Saquon Barkley, it's not the same team. They lost so many people.
Weak argument. What happened 2022? We lost Mr. Gannon, Shane Steichen, Miles Sanders. We lost a lot of people from that team. Still won another Super Bowl. Still went back to the Super Bowl. What are you talking about, bud? What are you talking about?
On defense, Darius Slay is not there anymore. Bradbury, not there anymore. I'm not saying they're the best in the world, but this is the team. This is the chemistry. This is what we know. And if they're no longer there, we don't even have to worry about the Cowboys. Just the simple fact the Eagles are not winning multiple championships again.
Bradbury, especially in 23, was not great. Didn't
Swear.
even play
First of all,
the last-
Slade wasn't even the best cornerback on the team last season. Like, what, yo? See, this is who I be arguing with. Oh my God.
Tore his triceps, missed a lot
Oh.
of the season and the playoff run, came back just to play in the Super Bowl. So we got to the Super Bowl without Brandon
Don't be
Graham.
talking about
This
none.
system is fairly similar year in and year out because we have Jalen Hurts at quarterback. You have Nick Sirianni. All that continuity is there. The defense, I know y'all know who Jalen Carter is. I know y'all know who my white boy Cooper DeJean is. I know y'all know about Quintanamo Bay and
Facts.
Quinyon Mitchell. So if you guys can please be quiet about the future all pros on our defense, you will see later this year when Quinyon Mitchell locks up Malik Neighbors 2 times.
I want to see him lock
You'll
up
see it.
George Pickens.
You'll see it.
I want to see him lock up George
We're not worried
Pickens.
about George Pickens.
Hey, tell him Malik Neighbors ain't getting locked up by nobody.
Tell him.
Malik Neighbors
Yeah,
the
all
best
right.
receiver in the NFL.
Facts.
Ain't
Yeah, all
nobody
right.
locking him up.
Facts.
Yeah, all right. We gonna
Especially
see.
not a rookie.
We gonna see.
Next claim is that Jalen Hurts is a top 5 quarterback.
Facts. I want to see this. I want to see this.
Not even close. Not even close to top 5 in any aspect.
Who's your top 5?
Top 5, we'll go automatic number 4. Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes. All right, now let's go a little bit further in. Justin Herbert,
4 interceptions
No.
in a playoff game. Yeah, I like that.
he can throw
I
the
like
ball
that.
around the net.
0 playoff wins. Okay.
You can throw the ball better than Hurts.
I like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Listen, if we are in the skills challenge at the Pro Bowl, I love Justin Herbert. Right? He can hit all the targets.
Absolutely.
He can throw the ball in the net. That's awesome. I love this kid.
He's way better than Jalen Hurts.
I love
Jalen
this
Hurts
kid.
is
No,
literally
the
a
hell he's
system
not.
quarterback. There's literally nothing else to it.
I love
You
this
got we've brought way better than Jalen Hurts.
love
Jalen
this
Hurts
kid.
is literally a system quarterback. There's literally nothing else to it.
I love
you got we've brought up the defensive line so many times, all the time. We've
Who
brought
else?
up the defensive
Who
line.
else?
Jared Goff, Matthew
Jared
Stafford.
Goff.
Easily
Ooh,
Jared
like,
Goff.
what is this? Enough with this Jared Goff hype. Enough. Nigga, enough. What did Jared Goff do in the playoffs? Huh? What did Jared Goff do in his only Super Bowl appearance? What did he do? Jalen Hurts have showed up every single time. He can do everything that Jared Goff can do and run as well. What are we talking about? Jared Goff cannot playmate like Jalen Hurts can. Stop, bro. Like, enough with this narrative, my nigga. Enough. I've had it.
Listen, I'm gonna take his name off the list. Do not talk about system quarterbacks and try to use that to downplay Jalen Hurts and not say the same thing about Jared
He's
Goff.
way better than Jalen Hurts. You could put Jamarcus Russell in the Eagles, and he's a system quarterback, and they'll win a Super Bowl. Are we kidding here?
It's rage bait. It's rage bait.
Way better than Jalen Hurts.
Rage
You know what we're talking about.
You know what Stephen A. said about Jamarcus Russell. And you know that is not true.
If we know that's true. In my mind, that's true, all right? Listen to me.
That's too much.
Let's
That's too
go on.
much for me.
Anyway, let's continue on
That's
with the
too much for
conversation.
me.
We're getting too much into it. Matthew Stafford, Jaden Daniels. I'm going to
Matthew
throw Jaden Daniels right up there. I'm putting
Jaden
C.J.
freaking
Stroud in there.
Daniels.
I'm putting Jackson Dart in there. They call me right out.
All right, yeah. See? I don't even know why I bother, bro. You can't even argue with niggas like this.
Day one, all right? Come back to this video in 3 years and then follow me on Instagram. And
We're
tell
talking
me how
about
it's
right now. Why are you talking about 3 years?
But anyway, he's a system quarterback. He's not even in the top 5 in any aspect. Not even in, like, I'll put him in the NFC a little bit. He scratches like 5 or 6 in the NFC, but like throughout the entire NFL, not even close.
I noticed a theme with all of you. You guys look at the game from a certain way because you don't win anything. You don't know. You don't know.
Facts.
These guys talking about,
You don't
NFC
know
East
anything.
has the least
Every
amount of
time.
Super Bowl wins, and
All
they're
the
acting
people-
like they have the hottest head in the entire NFL.
People
It's
who
insane.
people who root for teams that go 4-13 and 6-11, all of them say one thing. You know who co-signs Jalen Hurts? Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes. The top of the top of the top of quarterbacking in the profession. They know what they're seeing. They know what Jalen Hurts.
I think they're blind.
They know. You think Peyton Manning's blind? You
Yeah,
think Tom Brady's blind?
I don't know. All the hits he had, maybe he is blind.
You
I don't know.
think, you think
He has a
Mahomes is
football
blind?
helmet
You think
for
Mahomes
a
is
head.
blind?
Yeah, low key. He's a little bit blind. Yeah, like, can I be honest?
Saying
on the season?
anything.
Yeah.
Saying
agree.
anything.
If you think that 3 of the
Next.
top 5 quarterbacks of all time don't know what they're talking about when it comes to quarterbacking, fine. That's okay. That is your opinion. The goal of the game is to win. And Jalen Hurts every single year has put himself in a position to help the team win.
Probably
He
like
does-
2 years
he
ago, he
does.
threw 15 interceptions. Probably not that one. He didn't really put himself, his team in a situation with that. That's why they bring in Saquon, and they had to build this O-line around him just so he.
What about the year before that? Huh? What about the year before that? Can we talk about that, please? Huh? Can we talk about the year before that when he should have won MVP? If he didn't get injured, can we talk about that? It seems like I seem to forget about that season. Why? Why do we do that? Why do we do that?
Didn't throw the ball as much, and they can just put Saquon right in, and then guess what happens? The tush push. All right. Okay. 55 touchdowns, 33 of them were tush pushes. All right. Like let's be for real. You know what I mean? He's not top 5. That's my opinion on that.
He 100% is top 5.
Yeah. Someone get in the quarterback.
Weak. Give me something reasonable,
You
man.
don't want to hear about system quarterbacks. Well, we need to have this conversation because your quarterback is a system quarterback.
Ball sack Prescott is your QB.
Right? What are your thoughts on?
What are we
Brock
talking about?
I like Brock Purdy a lot.
Why?
He goes out there, he gets it done.
Does he do it by
Facts.
himself, or does he need his team in order to be successful?
I've seen a little bit of both. At
Facts.
first, I wasn't.
When he used his legs,
I wasn't
NFC Championship?
high on Brock Purdy, but then I saw some stuff in that
Facts.
Super Bowl run. I said he can actually do some stuff. And even last year, whenever everybody was hurt, a little sprinkling, I was like, hey, Brock Purdy can play. I like Brock Purdy.
Yes, he can play, but we've seen him when he has his Avengers, and we've seen him when he doesn't. What's the difference there?
I mean, Brock Purdy's still good quarterback when he doesn't have the
Decent.
Avengers.
He's a decent quarterback, but can he get the job done without his Avengers?
Sometimes.
No. Sometimes it's not good enough. Same thing.
What
with
do you
Jalen
know about
Hurts.
good enough as a Cowboys fan?
That's
What do you
fine.
know?
We're not talking
What
about
do you
the
know
Cowboys.
about good
We're
enough?
talking about the Eagles right now. We're talking about the Eagles. Eagles, Jalen Hurts, same thing. With his Avengers, he makes the Super Bowl. Without his Avengers, he doesn't. Where's the difference?
Jalen Hurts has made in the 4 years that Jalen Hurts has like been the day one starter, because he started some games in his rookie year, but that was after like Wentz went out. But like day one starter, made the playoffs every single year, made the Super Bowl twice. The 1 year where they did not make the Super Bowl, he had one of the worst defenses in the entire league.
Defense, right?
Defense.
And what did he have this year?
In the entire league.
The number one defense, the number one running back, the number one offensive line. It sounds like he needs a lot of help in order for him to be successful.
Is it not a team sport? Is it not a team sport? Does he not need to throw to receivers? Does he not need to line the block? What are we talking about anymore? Like, this is what I be saying. These are niggas I be arguing with, bro. Like, what are you saying?
Even mind you, even when they didn't have the best defense in the league, they still made the playoffs.
And then what happened?
I mean, they lost. They didn't win. They didn't win.
I'm
win
out
the
the
Super Bowl.
rage.
But he was still able to carry a team that had one of the worst defenses in the league to the playoffs. Something that a lot of other players can't say.
But the top 5, top 10 quarterbacks, they get it done without that help. They
Who-
draft.
Oh, really? Lamar. Lamar. Josh Allen. What they ever did? Huh? What Herbert ever did? What T-Law ever did? Care to explain what the fuck they ever did, bro? Please let me know. Please enlighten me.
We're talking about Jalen Hurts right now.
No, but that's what I'm saying. You're saying dragging people with
The
no-
You say we talk about Jalen Hurts, but bring other quarterbacks into the equation.
Quarterbacks
Like,
that
bro,
you name,
come
Tom
on,
Brady,
bro.
Peyton Manning, all the greats.
Why are we moving the goalposts?
They're
You
not
deflecting,
like-
gang.
Mahomes,
I know that Mahomes is
Absolutely.
the best quarterback in the
Joe
in the game.
Burrow,
I'm putting him ahead there.
Lamar Jackson, and
Those four are stamped.
Absolutely.
Those four are stamped. Yes.
Stafford. He's done it
Back is broken.
right now. Yes, but he's done it.
Back is broken.
But he's done it.
And also last year, Jalen Hurts and the Eagles beat Stafford and the
With
Rams.
help. That's the part you're missing.
If it
Without
wasn't
the
in
help,
snow, they would have won.
he does it. Anytime.
Wait, please. Hold on,
ahead.
wait. I'm sorry. They played like
Twice.
8 weeks prior.
Facts.
They played 8
Don't
weeks
ask
prior,
first time.
And Saquon had one of the best rushing days of all time, and they played at SoFi Stadium. It was sunny. It was green grass, and he ran for 250. I don't want to hear anything about if the snow wasn't there. If
Okay,
the
but
snow,
playoff game, they
if it
lost
was
by a
sunny,
point.
if it was
She kind of tough though.
raining, they would have beat the Rams, and they did it. Please do not say that. She tried to
Switch it to Saquon?
No, I mean
Jalen Hurts,
she
bro.
tried to say something crazy.
ain't say nothing about
She
Saquon.
tried to say something crazy.
They
Nothing about
lost
She
the
tried to say
game
something.
by 1 point because of the snow.
She tried to say, man,
Not the same.
even in that game, Jalen Hurts 44-yard touchdown run.
Absolutely.
And he only does it on the tush push. 44 yards, stiff arming guys, breaking tackles, getting to the end zone. You know,
Sound like a playmaker to
when we
me.
get to the playoffs, and when we get to the Super Bowl,
Ain't no system
all
QB
of this
shit.
stuff that everybody wants to see. Jalen Hurts, he'll show you. He'll show you because he did it.
Facts.
He only
he
shows
did
us
it,
when he has the pieces around him to
He
do
did it 3 years ago.
In
He did it
order
last year.
Bro, he was hooping in that Bucks game, bro. That wild card game. I'm not gonna forget about that. We're not forgetting about that game. We're not. Like what?
Known
did
as
it the
one
year
of those
before.
guys.
Like,
you
he
gotta
does it when he
out
needs to.
Those pieces there. Those are real football players that bring their team up. That's greatness. He's on his way, but he ain't there yet.
You said
brother.
you said Matthew Stafford. The last time Matthew Stafford did it by himself, carried his team or whatever, he had Cooper Kupp, Triple Crown winner. He had Aaron Donald, arguably the best defensive player of all time. He had
Sure.
Jalen Ramsey. He had all these
Absolutely.
all
You're
these
right.
guys. So you can't use that for Matthew Stafford to say he could be a top
No,
5 quarterback
all I'm
and
getting-
disregard all the help that he has.
I'm
Facts.
agreeing with
and
you
then when
about
Jalen
those
Hurts has
points.
and then when Jalen
I'm
Hurts
saying
has
is that
now
you're
he's a
not
system
realizing
quarterback.
that Jalen Hurts is those quarterbacks. He's those quarterbacks that need the help. You're missing that point.
No, you said Stafford was top 5 because you said that you're taking him
Yes,
over. I'm saying you said Stafford was top 5, and the last time that Stafford got it done in the way that you said, he had all of these all-stars, all of these Pro Bowlers, all pros.
That was a while ago, right?
And he got
He's
it. And he
still
got it done.
considered a top 5 quarterback. What does that say about your guy?
I'm saying
You
he's
got
not.
just one.
He's not.
And not a top 5 quarterback.
He's not. To
With
you.
all the help.
To you.
Have you been watching the ESPN and Sports Center? Where they got Jalen Hurts at?
Are you taking quarterback opinions from Kendrick Perkins?
I'm definitely not taking from Perkins. But is
that what you're doing?
Is Perkins the only one saying it?
Is that what you're doing?
Have you been watching? Have you been looking at your Instagram? Have you been looking at your social media? Jalen Hurts is outside of the top 5.
They gonna say that, but disregard what Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, all them folks is saying about him. Like,
you think I give a
can
damn
never please a hater.
to say in a time like
Definitely
this?
out of the top 5. But in a lot of
care.
people's conversations, he's not even in the top 10.
And
that's a bad conversation to be in when you just won the Super Bowl. You were in the Super Bowl 2 years ago. Everybody's supposed to be giving you all the praise right now. And you still not getting it?
I understand.
That ain't it, brother.
I understand why, though. When you are having the amount of success that Jalen Hurts does, it's easy to hate. It's easy to hate on him, especially when he doesn't do it the same way that you guys want him to. Just because Jalen Hurts
Just follow how you're supposed to do it. If you want to be known as one of those guys, you got to act like one of those guys. And one of the ways ways you do it is get rid of the tush push. Act like a real football player.
nigga, it's a QB sneak. It's a part of the game. Stop it. If it's such a problem.
Now, are you saying he's a top 5 quarterback because you're putting him in the same tier as Mahomes and Josh Allen, or because there's a big difference between arguing from being the 5th best versus the 2nd right behind Mahomes? Because
hey, bro, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, all them folks, Joe Burrow, they're not all pro and have a ring. Okay, only 2 people in this league can say that. All right, maybe 3. I don't know about Matt Stafford. It's only a handful game, if that. If he's not top 5, I don't know what to tell you. And he should have an MVP too.
Value Super Bowls. So where are you coming from when you're?
Matter of fact, he don't have a Super Bowl MVP, Matt Stafford.
Yeah, no, I think Mahomes is in a tier of his own,
Okay.
and I think I have Mahomes in a tier of his own, Burrow, Allen, Lamar in their own tier, and then Hurts is right there in that next tier.
So you don't think there's anyone you can make an argument for being the 5th best?
Listen, I think you can make the argument. I think it's the wrong argument to make, but it is a possible thing that you can say. But right now,
he winning right now. I ain't gonna lie. He holding his own.
I don't even think he's the best in the NFC East. I think from what we've seen from Jaden Daniels from the Commanders, we've had a lot of talk about
Jaden Daniels done. What has he done this season? He ain't done shit. He ain't proved nothing. He's never proved him. He hasn't done shit. I'm like, what are we talking about?
That he's had around him. And then we look at what Jaden Daniels just accomplished as a rookie. Close to 900 rushing yards, through the roof completion percentage as a rookie. And look at the guys he's throwing to. We have Olamide Zaccheaus as his 2nd leading receiver. A lot lot of people probably don't even know that. And his tight end is a guy you guys tossed aside a few years.
Exactly. I know
7 years ago. Zach
I
Ertz.
know Zaccheaus. Why? Because he was on the Eagles right before. And
he was never bad.
And Jalen Hurts was making him look good.
Facts. Bills game. Come on now, man.
Look what the Commanders have done in the offseason. They went to the NFC Championship. Yes, they got beat because they don't have the roster that the Eagles have. But with the young quarterback, they've added Laremy Tunsil. They drafted Josh Connerly. They need to get the Terry McLaurin contract done. I don't know why that hasn't happened. But when you look what he accomplished as a rookie with sub-star weapons around him compared to what we have from Jalen Hurts, and you have Jalen Hurts dead last in the NFL in pass attempts. Yep. You have a 2,000-yard rusher. Now, I don't hate Jalen Hurts as much as
Can we compare results? Can we compare outcomes? Like, we keep trying to compare a pass-heavy offense to a run-heavy offense. Why are we doing that? Why are we doing that? It really makes no sense to me. Can we compare outcomes, my nigga? Please, results? What? Oh, my. Ooh.
But I think there's a much better argument for guys to be the 5th best quarterback in the NFL. You could even make an argument for Baker Mayfield, who threw 41 touchdown passes last year.
It sounds like you guys are making pre-excuses for what he says is about to happen to apparently every rookie, and the sophomore slump is coming for Jaden Daniels. And so if that sophomore slump is coming and they don't get the Terry deal done, their offensive line isn't fixed. It seems like the down year is about to happen. My next claim is that the Philadelphia Eagles have the best fans in the NFL.
I don't know about this
You
one.
believe that?
I don't know about this one.
The Giants. When you make a claim, you got to back the claim up with some facts. So
Who do you think is
This is just very
definitely
subjective,
not the
though.
Eagles.
why?
The Eagles booed Santa Claus.
Just because we have high standards for everybody
It's Santa
involved.
Claus. What do you mean high standards? He brings gifts to children. What more do you want from him?
He was late. You got to be on time. Everybody has to do their job. And just because you are a fictional character does not mean that you are free from being booed. We hold everybody to a high standard.
Yo.
Santa, the head coaches, the dogs, everybody on our team.
Head coaches to be held to a high standard, correct? Mm-hmm. Who's your head coach?
Nick Sirianni.
Love him, right?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes.
The Eagles were calling for Nick Sirianni's job at the beginning of last season.
And then what happened? Shaved his head, locked in, and then we won the Super Bowl. Any other fan base.
You skipping steps.
Any other fan base.
skipping steps,
Any
brother.
other fan base would have been like, oh well, I guess you can still be the coach. No, lock in, do your job. We made the Super Bowl 2 years ago. You're messing it up.
Held him
Do
accountable.
your job correctly. And Nick was like, you know what? You guys are right.
How is
you
he
guys
messing it up? He doesn't even call any of the plays. One. Number two, he had to make a whole presentation to show Howie that he should keep his job. That's how you support your coach? He's got to make
Talk about fans, brother.
to prove that he should
Talk
still
about
have a
fans,
job.
brother.
The way that 2023 ended, oh yeah, it was about to be a lot of changes because the end of 2023 was not great. He was out here fighting with fans. He was out here fighting with the media. It was not great. As a head coach, you have to perform at a certain level, and he wasn't doing that. And so yes, the fans said you need to lock in. He did. We won the Super Bowl, and that's what happened.
So, this head coach that you're talking about.
This though, I don't. These fans are assholes. I ain't gonna lie. These niggas is definitely dickheads. Like a vast majority too. So I'm talking about like throwing snowballs at Niners fans, like whole bunch of shit. I don't know if y'all seen that Snurt video. He go around to like NFL stadiums and college stadiums too, trolling. And bro, our video was bad. Our video was terrible.
You praise for the team that supposedly has the best fan base in the entire league.
I don't know about this
was
one.
about to fight each other? What are we talking about?
If you
How
want
could
to
the
sit
Eagles
back-
possibly have the best fan base
you
when they're
want to
willing
sit
to
back-
fight the head coach?
If you want to sit back, listen.
That makes no sense, bro.
Listen, if you want to sit back and just accept all the mediocrity that's going on with the Giants, I know Cowboys did it for years with Jason Garrett. If you want to sit back and just say, okay, yeah, we can just do that. That's fine. But if you want to put pressure, you want to make sure that people are at their best at all times. That's what Philly fans do.
They want to see them at their best.
Yes.
So why do they only have 2 Super Bowls?
Why do they only?
This is like the 105th NFL season.
Do you know how privileged it is to say, "Oh, my team has
Bro, shut your bitch ass
the
up,
best
nigga.
offensive line, best wide receivers, great DBs. We love them. We're the best fans." You know how much better of a fan base you have to be a Dallas Cowboys fan and have to watch misery every year and convince yourself that I should still support this team? Do you know how good of a fan base you have to be a Cleveland Browns fan and see nothing but dog shit for your whole life and get up and wear an orange jersey every week? It doesn't take a lot of courage to support the best roster in the
Honestly,
NBA.
I classify. Stop it, because I've been here since the Sam Bradford, Chip Kelly days. Don't even do that. We're super loyal. Don't do that. But I classify like best fans is like how you act in victory and defeat. Like if you keeping it classy, you know, you showing sportsmanship and whatnot in both loss and win. I feel like the Bills, they definitely align with those very, very well. Bills fans. Who else? That's all I can think of right now, to be honest.
Yeah,
But I
it's
like
always
that.
been like this. You don't understand. We had Chip Kelly.
Exactly.
we had Chip Kelly. Howie Roseman was demoted, and just because your team sucks does not make you a better fan. That
Low-key it does.
No,
Low-key
it
it
does
does.
not. No, it
It
does
don't.
not.
Dealing with adversity is by far the best sign of a fan base you can deal with. Ups and downs. If it's straight downs,
What else
if
are you
it's
gonna
straight
do?
downs and you're still riding for the team,
What else are you gonna do?
go watch Bagman. I don't know anything else. If you're down for the team when they're nothing but bad, if you're a Bengals fan and you have the cheapest, worst ownership that you know is gonna sell your legacy and make your quarterback that you love so much have no success, and you still watch that team, you're a way better fan base. You're operating from a point of privilege. And what are you prepared to do about it?
I'm glad that you guys can say, oh, I got out the mud. We take what is given to us.
Your
and
hands
we
are
go
so
as
clean.
far,
Your hands are so
and
clean.
We go as far as we can, and that just leads us
You
to
talking about
being
our
the
hands
best
clean.
fans in the NFL. And I think that it is proven because
We worked for them 2 Super Bowls. Stop it.
And you know,
There's no calluses on your hands.
We
no
work
dirt
for
on your
them.
shoes.
You
Stop
know
it.
that as soon if everybody's hating on you, you're doing something
You
right.
don't even know what mud smells like.
That's not my fault. That's not my fault. Your team doesn't even have fans.
How did you celebrate the NFC Championship victory?
Let's see, where was I? I don't know.
I was chilling on stream with my supporters. I was cooling.
Happened that day.
What about the Super Bowl victory?
I did climb up. the
Same thing.
poles. I did. Let's see. Yeah. I did. Nobody said anything about destroying light poles. I just climbed up one. That was it. That was it.
Okay, so you didn't light any cars on fire.
Me personally, no.
Okay.
Personally, I'm not an arsonist.
Okay, but tens of thousands of your fellow fans are.
Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah, okay.
You know,
Okay.
sometimes.
You didn't flip any garbage trucks, did you?
No, but I mean, sometimes that has to be done.
It does.
It does.
Did you steal from any local businesses in the town?
I feel like that's a very charged question right now.
Yeah. You want the nice,
I'm not a thief at all.
So, you sound like a nice guy. You climbed some light bulbs, and that was it. You didn't steal any light poles?
No.
Okay, because
First of all, this is the second time you've accused me of stealing.
Yeah, you gotta relax a little bit. Oh, know what you want.
That's really it.
well, the problem is here.
I see touchdowns, I say yeah.
See, no.
Like, that's really it.
So what the problem is that tens of thousands of your fellow Eagles fans take it to the streets and set crap on fire, steal light poles, and do all this other vandalize, do all this other stuff. How is that the best fan base in the league when they destroy their own city?
Now,
Bro, other teams fans do that too.
you said Jets, correct?
We're not talking about the Jets.
No, but
We're talking
you
about
said-
the Eagles.
but
The
you-
Jets don't win anything, so let's
said-
talk about the Eagles.
You said Jets, correct?
Oh, yes, I said Jets.
I would expect for you to have that reaction. When you don't win anything, you don't know. You don't know. When you don't, the most recent Super Bowl, but when you don't win anything, I know it's hard for you to grasp what that release of just euphoria
I'm
is.
not setting garbage trucks on fire.
I think that you are talking more about the PR team rather
no.
rather than
No,
the fan base.
how about Jalen Hurts gets on a video on Instagram, or Saquon Barkley gets on a video on Instagram and says, "Hey, look, this is not the way we should behave when we win," because it's going to happen again.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right. I ain't mad at it.
Next claim is that the Philadelphia Eagles have the best wide receiver duo in the NFL.
It's a fact.
Have you seen the Bengals? Have you seen the Bengals?
He's not fucking with Smitty.
They're solid. I like them.
Solid?
Yeah, they're really good.
They led. T. Higgins and Jamar Chase literally led the NFL in everything. Like, A.J. Brown is just, he's good. He's never going to be Jamar Chase. Why don't they let Jalen Hurts throw the ball more then if they have such an elite wide receiver core?
Because you have a great run game.
If I know that I can run the ball, and because running the ball straight down the middle is one of the most efficient and safest things to do in terms of low risk and just getting down the field and scoring touchdowns. If I know that I can turn around, hand the ball off, and I can get 5 yards of play, it is what it is. The Bengals and every other team in the NFL, and this is the problem that I keep trying to tell you guys, is that y'all don't understand the way that we operate because we operate different. The Eagles are explosive in the run game, and they are built to be
You're
explosive.
welcome for that.
And they are built to be explosive. What do you mean you're welcome?
We gave you Saquon Barkley. You're welcome.
Wait, you traded him to us? He
let
left.
him go to
he
you.
left. He left because he was done being in poverty. And
Listen,
he,
I agree. I think it was the right move for him. I'm just saying. You want to talk about the rushing attempt?
Exactly.
You're welcome for that.
Exactly. But AJ Brown is one of the most dominant receivers, one-on-one receivers in the NFL. And then you have Devonta Smith, who is the best number 2 receiver in the league. He's better than T. Higgins.
Facts.
He's not, but if he was, and Jalen Hurts is
route
this
running,
top 5
catching,
quarterback that you think he
everything.
is, why don't the
Jump
offensive
ball ability,
coordinators
everything,
throw the
nigga.
ball? And do you know your new offensive coordinator, by the way, is last year's passing coordinator who got promoted, who Jalen Hurts barely threw the ball last year. So if he's so good and that's going to win them another Super Bowl before the Cowboys over here, then why doesn't he let them get it up? You know what they're going to do? You know what the Giants are going to do, who are one of the worst teams in the league, who have one of the best wide receivers in the league, Malik Neighbors? They're going to throw the ball to him every chance they get because he makes plays. So why don't they do that for A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith every time?
Well,
then,
they're also going to do that because nobody else on your roster is good. So Malik Neighbors is the only offensive player is the only offensive skill position player that is worth anything in the NFL. So they're saying, yes, you can carry everybody. Malik Neighbors, fantastic. Love them.
I'm
They
just
are-
saying,
they
if
are-
they-
they are
If
the-
they're the best wide receivers, then why doesn't the quarterback and the offensive coordinator say we're going to get the ball in their hands?
Who
because
does that?
You know,
Who does that?
99% of the time they're going to do that.
And why should we operate like the
But
Bengals?
then they're not the best.
The
the
Bengals do that,
let
right?
them do it. They have a really good running back room.
Right, they
and
did that,
still
right?
They still let Joe Burrow throw the ball up to the best wide receivers because they're
And
going to catch it.
and where to get them?
I thought the defense sucks.
9-8, and out the playoffs.
Okay, they put up 40 points probably every game. Did the Eagles do
if
that?
you
So that
guys-
talk,
if
brother.
you guys are trying to play fantasy football, go ahead and do that, right? If you guys are trying to play Madden and just put up, oh yeah, let's score 8 million points and do all this, right? And try to think about stuff that's unrealistic, that's fine. I'm coming from it, and we are coming from a perspective of Super Bowl world champion. So you guys can keep doing the things that losers do, and we're gonna keep doing the things that we do, and that is why AJ Brown. I promise you, put one-on-one, line him up, lace your cleats up. He's lighting up anybody. Devonta Smith, you can move
Same
him
with
around.
him.
His hands are.
And we not gonna act like 2 years ago. We wasn't just talking about Tyreek and AJ being the two best wide receivers in the NFL. All them 100-yard games AJ Brown had. Who was that courtesy of? Huh? Who was that courtesy of? Care to explain? Devontae Smith, multiple 1,000-yard seasons as a wide receiver too. Who was that courtesy of? You see? You see how quick they let him move the goalposts? How quick the narratives change? You can't argue with these niggas, bro.
On so many of these other teams, he is the best wide receiver too in the league, and so because of that,
Right.
they have the best duo.
Also, you know who I'm taking over both of those receivers? Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, Malik Neighbors, T. Higgins, probably a few other guys. So again, if they're
You're
so
taking
good,
T. Higgins over AJ Brown. All right.
why do they not get the ball in their hands more? The Bengals let Joe Burrow
He just
give them
told
the
you.
ball because
Multiple
they know they're gonna
times.
make plays. If you're so confident that they're the best wide receivers, why don't they each put up 1,000 yards every season? Why?
They also said, hey Joe, please save us, right? They have
and
to
he
throw
did.
the ball.
They both did it. So
What you are asking people to do is play losing football. And I
because
understand.
your wide
and I
receivers are not
understand.
good enough to make plays
And I
every time
understand.
like those two are.
If you don't listen,
or else they would do that.
Cap.
Yes.
If you don't,
That's why.
if you don't listen, if you don't understand sacrifice and winning, I get it, right?
Get off your high horse.
I understand.
Jalen Hurts.
I can't. We're Super Bowl champions.
Oh, and you're not going to be this year.
Please
and
go.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Because they're not
Nah,
the best
for
wide
real.
receiver duo
Move.
in the league. Jamar Chase and T. Higgins are, and it will be proven again this year because they will each have over 1,000 yards. And you know who won't? AJ Brown and Devonta Smith because Jalen Hurts is not going to throw
And
the
who's not gonna have a ring, beloved? Who's not gonna have a ring? Who's gonna go 9-8? Like you keep saying the same thing. Like we don't got Saquon Barkley, the best running back in the league too. Like come on, he gotta get some. He gotta get the pill as well. Like what are you talking about? Thinking she doing something? Hey, come on, bro.
Great stuff. Great stuff.
If your wide receiver duo is the best, why you gotta constantly resort to the tush boys?
What's up?
If your wide receiver duo is constantly, I'm saying the best, why they constantly gotta do the
You got a
tush boys?
schnitzel from
Play
Chowder
Madden,
over here.
College football or anything?
Nah,
You don't play no video games?
Nah,
You ever
bro.
play football?
Have I played football?
Yeah.
For sure.
You watched a football game before?
Yeah.
Do teams throw the ball in every single play?
I know when it comes to the Giants, we ain't doing no tush push, but we doing a play action. For me, we got the best wide receiver duo in the league. For me, Malik Neighbors with Jalen Hyatt. Not gonna lie, they play Slade. I know you about to see on DZ about to pop back out too for sure.
Yo,
they'll back
get this crackhead off the mic, please, because my ears are about to bleed. Please, what are you saying?
I say, listen.
Come on, some Jalen Hyatt.
Odell better than AJ Brown right now. For
Word?
sure. Yeah, most definitely. I ain't gonna hold you. Because it's like, yeah, for sure. So I'm trying to see, like, how could you say your wide receiver duo is the best and only got one championship? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, it's like the Eagles really ain't been dominating.
Yeah.
Like, they ain't been dominating enough in the
Why your logic? Why don't the Giants have anything? Nigga? Like
So I'm
what?
saying, how could you say they're the best, like, realistically?
Nah, you true. You
Yeah,
got it.
for
You got
sure.
it. You got
Yeah,
it.
'cause
You got
it's
it.
like-
My fault.
Yeah, because I'm knowing,
My
bro.
fault.
It's like, bro,
My fault.
like, listen. Odell, Malik Neighbors, bro.
I
I'm
feel
telling you
you.
right now, they about to get 25 touchdowns. I see that like at least 12 and 12 apiece. Because you got to realize, bro, The Giants didn't even have a quarterback last year.
Listen.
The Giants didn't even have a quarterback
Look,
last year.
I'm listening to you and I hear you, bro. Like
Okay.
I hear you.
Nah, so you know I'm
what
right for
saying?
sure.
Like I comprehend what you're saying.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
Word. Facts.
So we agreeing. So we agreeing the Eagles one of the.
True. Yeah,
the
you
worst
got it.
teams
You
in
got
the
it.
NFL.
You got it, bro.
Most
You got
definitely.
it. Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
bad. Nah, cause I just want to make sure we was clear. Type.
Nah. Listen,
so,
hey, it's all love. All
Yeah,
love.
most
Nah,
definitely.
I feel you. Word.
Nah, word, facts.
We're talking about
Word.
wide receiver duels. You don't even believe in yourself.
I do.
Over what?
I told you the Eagles have the best wide receiver duo in the league, and
So how come? Hold on. They had the best duo, right? Listen.
Best
How
duo.
come they didn't win 2 years ago with that duo? You know what duo won though? Mike Evans and Chris Godwin.
you think they're better
Healthy?
right now?
Healthy?
Stop
If they're both
it.
healthy right now, they better than them. 100%.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, chat. That just might be where I end this video. I don't know if I could take anymore. I don't know. I'm gonna try.
You don't.
Did
believe
they
that.
go over 1,000 yards?
You don't believe
No,
that.
I know you don't believe it. You know why you don't believe it?
You don't
even
believe
have a jersey on with them. You have a Cunningham jersey on. Make it make sense.
Can I not respect my elders?
Yeah, you can respect the elders.
I can't respect history.
You can respect history.
That's
you can
what,
do that.
That's what I'm saying.
You can
That's
do that.
all. That's all I'm doing.
But if you guys didn't have Saquon, you guys wouldn't have won that Super Bowl. If you guys didn't have the tush push, you guys wouldn't have won the Super Bowl. Those wide receivers, where were they?
AJ Brown scored a touchdown. Devonta Smith caught the dagger. Like, what do you mean? Both of them made plays. Anytime.
No, yeah, they made plays, but like during a regular season, where would you put them against these other duos?
I already told you I'm putting them at the top. Like that's what
You
that's
don't
what I'm
even
putting
believe
them.
in yourself.
That's what Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. Yo, salute
Hold on. Here,
to them.
everyone here. Did
Salute
Mike
to
Evans
them.
go over 1,000 yards this year? Did he get that bonus? Did he get that incentive? That's every year, right? What about your boys?
First of all, so glad Mike Evans got paid. I'm all for players getting paid. Get your bread, Mike Evans. 2,
Shout out to Mike. I see you, baby.
Chris Godwin didn't even finish the season.
Because he was injured.
It's multiple seasons though that Chris Godwin keep getting hurt. So I can't have you come up
Best
here and
ability
say
is
that
availability.
they're the best when half of the duo is out consistently. They were relying on Jalen McMillan.
Just
right?
like they relied on
Who's
Jalen
nice?
Hurts
Who's
to do a
nice?
tush push.
Who's
if
nice?
he
Not the same
bench presses
thing.
what he does, he squats 600 pounds, right?
Yeah.
How come he got to use the tush push?
You use the tush push because he can squat 600 pounds.
No, he could have ran for 4th and 1. Sometimes he doesn't have to even score the touchdown, just to go 4th and 1, right? If you squat 600, you could run for that 1 yard.
Yo, what is
What do you
niggas
mean?
talking
He
about?
push. They gotta push him over, right?
Jalen Hurts his legs be moving sometimes. They
Sometimes.
they be moving.
Not all the time.
they be
You caught
moving.
that sometimes and all the time.
They
But back
be
to that duo, right?
Yes.
Let's take out Saquon. Would you depend on that duo to win another championship next year?
With my life.
He's crazy, y'all. He's crazy.
Almost happened.
With my life. With my
Almost already happened.
Don't believe in that? AJ Brown, because he on the sideline reading books. That's how bored he is. But no.
We won that game, by the way.
He don't even
He's
believe
like,
it.
quarterback, throw me the ball. I'm the
He was
best over
complaining.
here.
He was complaining about not getting the
Not
ball.
getting
We was comfortable, super comfortable that game, by the way.
Next claim that the tush push should not be banned.
Okay.
Please tell me why you hate greatness.
They tried at the owners' meetings. Only they needed 2 more teams just to say no to get rid of this ridiculous non-football play. How about to the
QB
guy
sneak.
who's underneath 1,500 pounds of 3 offensive linemen? You don't think that's dangerous?
The main point that you're bringing up of that, oh yeah, the tush push is going to get people hurt. That's what the Packers, who lost to us in the playoffs, that's what they try to argue. And the league, as we've been doing this, has been trying to look for evidence, and there's no evidence that the tush push specifically harms players any more than any other play in the NFL.
Okay.
So whatever injury concern, that's not really there. I know your concern is that
No.
your quarterback, Justin Fields this year, Aaron Rodgers last year, they couldn't run that. You don't have an
No.
offensive line
Okay.
to do that.
Okay, so 2 things here.
If
We're
you
talking
could,
about
you
2
would.
different things. Okay.
If you could,
okay,
you
so we'll
would.
talk about 2 different things. When the quarterback launches himself over the line when he's pushed from behind, there's not a single percentage of concern for his head and neck as he's going over that line.
Is that not the same thing for every single football play? Is that not the concern for every single football play? As soon as that ball is snapped, is that not the concern? Every single,
I'm playing football. that concern is inherent to the game.
Oh, okay, so it could be dangerous. Now, my other point is the Eagles were the second most efficient team in running that particular play last season. Do you know who was number one?
The Buffalo Bills.
The Buffalo Bills. They ran it, and they all but missed it one time. 94% conversion rate on that.
Man, that's amazing.
Compared to the Eagles,
That's great.
82% conversion rate on that particular play. Why would the Bills then vote to outlaw the play? Inherently, the Bills understand that there is a danger here and that it is an
That's the
unfair
Bills.
play. Not unfair
So
play.
they
but-
understand that it's a dangerous play. Yet they will risk their franchise quarterback running it at the highest rate in the league. They were
And
do
then-
that.
and then
They
voted to ban it.
They got exactly what they tried to do is take advantage of whatever system. But they know that play is good, and that's why they used it. And it didn't work for them, and then they got salty and tried to vote against it because they know
No, it didn't work for them. They converted it more efficiently than the Eagles did.
that's what. Okay.
What do you mean
right.
it didn't work for them?
That's they tried to run it in the AFC Championship game, and they ran it, and when they most needed it, it didn't.
Oh, now we're splitting hairs
It did not.
Now, you know
work.
what? Truth
It did-
remains
it
that the
did not
next
work,
vote that
and
the
they-
owners have in the spring, they will definitely outlaw that play.
That's
And-
what they said 2 years ago. That's what they said
Yeah,
last year.
okay.
And maybe
And they've gotten more and more votes all along.
Yes, because the Eagles keep
It's
using
coming.
it. The Eagles keep using it, and they keep being successful with it. And if you and your scrawny ass quarterback can't run the play, then you want to get it out.
Okay.
But my quarterback squats 600 pounds. My offensive line is amazing, and we can do it.
And as
So-
the rule
600
states,
is
the
crazy.
quarterback cannot leave his feet.
Tell-
And I watched 26 minutes of this morning,
rule
and there were
says-
multiple times where your
Technically, you
quarterback.
cannot do that.
No, that's a
Go win
flag.
games.
That's a penalty.
Go get first
No, that's a
down.
penalty.
Go
The,
get first
as the
down.
rule states, the quarterback cannot leave his feet. And guess
Hey.
how many times he saw it? I watched 26 minutes of tush pushing this morning
Here's what
and
I
saw
want.
him leave his feet multiple times.
Here's what I want.
Let's let the refs start throwing flags.
Here's what I want. Here's what I want. Here's what I want. Go ahead and write your letter to the league.
I'll give you the number one reason why the Eagles don't want the tush push banned, and it's because Jalen Hurts is not that good of a quarterback, and that's why they have to run it. You heard that stat. 33 out of 55 of his career rushing touchdowns are because of the tush push. And Jalen Hurts has had the best offensive line in the 2 Super Bowls. That's the only reason why they're successfully able to do it, is because they have the best offensive line. The Bills have one of the best offensive lines, and Josh Allen has an MVP. You know who doesn't? Jalen Hurts.
He should have one.
Sounds like so. It
And y'all keep
really
talking about this old line thing. Like, that's like telling Tom Brady not to use Wes Welker or Randy Moss. Like, what are we talking about? Use the help that's put around you. That's what you're supposed to do as a NFL GM. Like, what the hell? Help your QB. That's why they're there. Like, what?
mad at your offensive line.
I've been mad at my offensive line for a decade. That has nothing to do with
Exactly.
this. I'm not saying the Giants should
That's
run
why
it.
you're mad.
I'm saying that the reason
They
why the
tried
Eagles
it.
don't
They
want
tried
it
it, correct?
banned
Didn't they
is
try
because
it?
they don't
It doesn't
think
work
Hurts
for
is that
you,
good of a
and you can't
quarterback.
stop
They
us.
think
Didn't they
they
try
can
it?
score touchdowns.
Didn't they try it?
Probably not. I actually don't
I think they
that
did
have.
try it with Daniel Jones, and it didn't work. All I'm saying,
A lot of things didn't work with Daniel Jones.
exactly right. So
That has
all-
nothing to do with the tush push.
even if you saw it like with other quarterbacks around the league, it doesn't work. Why? Because they don't have the same body type or strength to run it. And so Jalen Hurts allows the Eagles to run that. There's been plenty of times where either the Eagles or other teams have used smaller, weaker quarterbacks, and it doesn't necessarily work. And so that
Obviously, would you run it? Would I ever try and run that with Russell Wilson? Do you know how tall he is? No. You'd run it with a bigger quarterback. And I guarantee that all of these teams who have top 5 offensive lines and good quarterbacks like Joe Burrow and Patrick Mahomes tried to run that, they would be successful.
Joe Burrow.
First of
They
all,
just don't run it because they're not weak and they believe in their quarterback.
it sounds like a personal problem to you.
Exactly.
And the
Get a
Chiefs
bigger
have-
quarterback.
The Chiefs,
It's a stat.
First
We
of all,
gave you
the
a
Chiefs,
stat.
the
That
Chiefs,
proves it.
multiple years ago, the Chiefs tried to run a quarterback sneak, and then what happened?
A quarterback sneak is
hold
not
on,
the tush push.
Hold on, hold on. The Chiefs tried to run a quarterback sneak, and Patrick Mahomes got hurt. And you know what they said? We will never ever run another quarterback sneak or anything adjacent to it. Up until this last year, the Chiefs' offensive line was fine, but they knew that they didn't have the personnel to run the play. So if you have the players, then you can run it. And until you do that, until your team and Joe Sheen end up getting the right players in there, then you can use it. And I promise you, if you could use it and your team could score more points doing it, you would use it too, but you don't, and that's why your team is bad. And that's why your team is going to be at the bottom of the NFC East again.
What is your opinion on
He's
running
standing his
target
ground.
basketball?
Not
That's
even
you.
just
You don't
saying
like
that.
it.
I don't.
What's your opinion on running zone defense and pickup basketball? You don't like it. Certain circumstances, you understand that
some plays are smart. Some plays lead to winning, but they're also just cowardly as fuck, and you don't like them. But when this one comes in, suddenly your morals are gone. Suddenly you don't care about cowardice. Suddenly it's all about what's most efficient. I've had a lot of conversations with you. We don't give a damn about efficiency. You give a damn about heart and aura and dog, but all of a sudden now none of that matters.
You don't think that being able to squat 600 pounds and run through somebody's face over and over and over. There is an idea of playing football where I'm gonna call this play. You know the play that I'm gonna call, and you know exactly what situation is. You know exactly what you have to do. You drew it up on the whiteboard all weekend, and guess what? You still can't stop it. Me and my man are going to overtake you.
I hear a lot of feelings, not facts.
Your man, and there's nothing you could do about it.
And I get it.
That is not cowardly in any shape, way, or form. I'm gonna run through your face every time. There's nothing you can do. I'm gonna break your soul while doing it.
And I get it. You respect the girth and power that Jalen Hurts brings to the basketball court, but you don't respect the girth that Kyle Lowry plays with when he draws a charge because his legs are also powerful. Sometimes you like girth, sometimes you don't. And I'm wondering why you're not consistent about your girth love.
What?
I'm just seeing a lack of consistency across the board, first of all.
What's going on?
I thought this was a football show.
Exactly.
So did I. I thought you had morals. I'm done.
That's it. Exactly.
Yeah, get your ass up out of here. Freak ass young
Next claim
boy.
is that the Philadelphia Eagles have the best quarterback lineage in the entire NFL.
Let me really think about this, because that's actually that's a fair argument. Who you gotta go up against when it comes to that? Packers, Steelers, Broncos, maybe. Yeah, we got Randall Cunningham, Donovan McNabb, Carson Wentz, who could have been an MVP. Donovan McNabb was an MVP. Jalen Hurts should have been an MVP. That's fair. I ain't mad at that.
That, as you said, it's too ridiculous. There's no one with a better quarterback lineage than the Green Bay Packers. When you go from Hall of Famer Brett Favre to what should be a Hall of Famer in Aaron Rodgers to now, we don't know exactly what Jordan Love is yet. But when
He's nice, though. He's nice.
When we have just those two quarterbacks, it's only two. But when they span that amount of time, I don't think you can go to the Eagles, who have had, Donovan McNabb was good. He wasn't phenomenal. You've had Carson Wentz, that didn't exactly work out. So when you've had these quarterbacks that haven't worked out, and it's the Green Bay Packers, and we're saying the best lineage. So
how did Carson Wentz not work out?
One to be better than the Eagles quarterback lineage. We don't have to make an argument for.
He's the reason for that one Super Bowl, the first one.
You can't make an argument for anyone else besides the Packers or even Patriots with how long Tom Brady played.
I'm not gonna have the Patriots in it because that's just one quarterback, and it's Tom. It's whatever.
It spanned 20 years.
It's just one though. Like
bro doesn't know what lineage is.
That's just whatever. The reason why the Eagles have the best quarterback lineage is because of guys like the jersey that I'm wearing, Randall Cunningham, McNabb, Mike Vick, Jalen Hurts, all these guys.
Mike Vick
Understand
too.
that the Eagles have done more for black quarterbacks than any team in the league. The Eagles have the most. The Eagles have the most starts. The Eagles understand.
You see
what I'm saying?
What are we getting, woke?
The Eagles have the most starts by black quarterbacks in NFL history. When they no.
That's not the
Trust me.
original claim here.
Are you guys trying to put down black rights?
Hey yo, nigga stupid.
Are you not an ally? The Eagles since the 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, and the 2020s, the Eagles have had a black quarterback on purpose, and the quarterbacks that they have had, specifically with Randall Cunningham, with how his play style was, Mike Vick, him playing the spread, Jalen Hurts, him being Mr. Winner guy, which they never gave to black people before. The Eagles for the better part of 40 to 50 years have always had a black man as their quarterback. And if you look at the NFL right now, a majority of the best quarterbacks, black men. And guess what?
We leaving the topic though, gang. Like
the Eagles have been at the forefront of football civil rights since the 80s.
Right.
You don't get Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes. You don't get all of this with the work that the Eagles have put in since the 80s.
Who was the quarterback that won a Super Bowl with the Commanders?
Again, just one. The Eagles do it every single decade.
Doug Williams.
Every decade.
Who started?
Every decade, the Eagles have a black man as their quarterback, and the rest of the
best quarterback lineage.
I know.
Yeah, like, what are we doing?
Hall of Famers.
I know.
And okay.
I know.
Okay.
Understand. This is what the Eagles stand for, and the fact that the league now is looking. A lot of these signal callers, a lot of the quarterbacks are black men. The way that the offense is run, all of that starts, and you look at every single era, and the Eagles are at the forefront of that. So the way that you enjoy football now, yeah, you could thank us for that.
Okay.
You could
Yeah, we really strayed away from the topic right there. I ain't mad at it though. I feel like we do. Us and the Packers.
Look, all the respect in the world, right? Black quarterback, shout out, right?
Exactly.
Okay, but let's have this one debate, me and you. Let's take black out of it.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
Okay, let's not take black out of it. Fine. I don't want to have to be the person to put down my people, but look. Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, he's about to be on camera doing it.
Listen, I gotta do it. Jalen Hurts. MVPs?
What's up?
MVP?
Super Bowl MVP.
No, like regular season MVP
No, he
without
doesn't have
Saquon Barkley.
No, he doesn't have one.
Okay, so then we go before that. Let's go Carson Wentz.
Almost had one, but it didn't happen.
You talking about horseshoes, or we
It
talking
didn't
about
happen.
Indianapolis Colts, or we talking about Philadelphia Eagles?
I'm talking about the Eagles.
Right, so no horseshoes. Let's go before that. Nick Foles.
Super Bowl champ.
We getting off. I was saying MVPs. Like, am I the best quarterback in the league this season? So that's a no. Also, okay, we'll go before that. We'll go Mike Vick. No. Let's go Kevin Cobb. No.
You ain't got
Kevin Cobb. That's a throwback.
Don't bring Kevin into it.
That is a throwback.
Don't bring Kevin
This is
into
what we're
it.
saying. This is the lineage.
I didn't even bring. My bad. I didn't even bring.
Was
up
it Cole?
Mark Sanchez for a second. Shout out to all of
think
my
it was
Latino
Cole.
brothers as well. We're pushing everybody forward. We push everybody
They push him
forward.
forward or they push him backwards?
We push everybody forward.
I don't know. They might have progressed his career a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, but I mean, respect to the initiative, respect to the DEI movement that the Eagles are preaching. But
Hey, yo.
respectfully, they're not that good. Like just being 100, and I can say that. It don't sound wrong when I say that. I'm the person who can say it. I feel like if we want to talk like Malcolm X, that's one thing. If we want to talk football, like that's a completely different argument. So I think that there's a plethora of teams with a better quarterback lineage than the Eagles, just because of the faces and you being able to identify them, as well as me, like identify with these players. That doesn't make it the best lineage, because if you look any other way than the way that you do, you would not say that. That would not come out your mouth, bro. We'll go Steelers, we'll go Cowboys, we'll go like there's so many other teams, that Packers, that have actually like won stuff. Because for all this lineage, right? This lineage spans back decades and decades and decades, correct?
It's however you define it.
2 championships.
Okay.
Two Hall of
The
Fame
math not mathing, bro.
I told you what I was doing.
We still been had great QBs.
Brother, there's no need for you to get up here. You know what I argued.
Brother,
You know
fight
what
the power. We here right now.
You know what I argued.
I see.
Why are we here?
But we said lineage. We talking about a span of time.
I
like,
already listen.
Listen.
This is done. I already told you why I argued the way that I did. Like it's not a
But you
thing.
didn't mention the 49ers. We talking about Joe Montana to Steve Young. We talking about
It ends
Jimmy
there.
Garoppolo to
It
Brock
en-
Purdy. Every person that
Jimmy
that
G.
went to the Super Bowl. Did Mike Vick make it to the Super
So
Bowl?
is ours. Jalen Hurts, Nick Foles, Carson Wentz, Donovan McNabb, Randall Cunningham. Like what?
Did Mark Sanchez make it to the Super Bowl?
Did Alex Smith go? Like what?
I told you what I was talking about, and you deliberately came up here, and now you coming up here to stomp on my point is defeating the cause. And I don't appreciate it.
Don't do that.
I don't appreciate it. We could have sat back. We could have had our moment. You felt like you had to get some stuff off your chest.
Why are you turning it on me right now?
I told you what it was, and you try to step on it. Listen, that's on you. That's on you.
It's on me. This makes no. You doing something
That's
don't
on
make
you.
any sense right
That's
now.
on you.
Wait to read the comments on this one.
That's on you.
Crazy.
That's on you.
Because-
I dare them to hate. I dare them to hate.
You know what? I know there was something wrong with you when you came to that door today. But the fact that you said this right now, the Eagles have the best lineage, I know there's something wrong with you.
Listen,
Because you didn't even mention Brady to Bledsoe to Brady. You didn't mention no. We talking about championship.
because it's again, the Patriots have one quarterback that it's like it spanned 20 years. Shout out to Brady, but it's not like a back-to-back type of situation
That's 20 years
of one person. That I don't.
of one. That's not a legacy. 6 rings is not a legacy.
There's a difference between.
That's dynasties. That's a dynasties.
That's not the same thing as a lineage.
Like
If it's
what?
one player that you're basing it off of.
Okay, so you saying Mike Vick and Mark
saying-
Sanchez and Carson Wentz. I don't know about that lineage. Not looking too good, though. But stay free, my brother. Power on.
Stay black. Stay black. Stay black. Stay black. Last claim of the day: the Philadelphia Eagles will win the Super Bowl this year.
Facts.
What is the biggest thing that you think made the Eagles so good last year on the defensive side of the ball?
I would say just our overall scheme,
So I think-
or Jalen Carter.
I think the most underrated element of what made the Eagles good last year was having so much depth across the defensive line. You had Milton Williams, you had Josh Sweat, you had Nolan Carter and Jordan Davis, who've kind of eased into the NFL a little bit. They didn't step in day one to be the number one pass rusher like a Kayvon Thibodeau had been asked to do on the Giants, and they were able to stay fresh across that defensive line, and that is why their pass rushers were able to get after Patrick Mahomes. It wasn't just one guy dominating the entire time. Now they've had Milton Williams go to the Patriots, they've had Josh Sweat go to the Cardinals, Brandon Graham retired, we mentioned that earlier in this episode. So I think something that was underrated about why the Eagles won the Super Bowl is now gone. And they don't have
ain't
that
gone.
anymore. So I don't think their defense
Tell you
able to
it's not
throw
gone.
that pass rush.
And
out of
Joe
those
Mo,
guys
Jalen
like
Hunt.
they did when they won the Super Bowl.
Even Ty Robinson too. I'm telling you, we still got pieces. That's fair though.
Last
I like
year,
that.
even in the Super Bowl, Nolan Smith had a torn
Nolan
tricep
Smith.
and was still hooping. Jalen Carter is one of the best defensive tackles in the NFL.
They're good players.
Exactly, and that's why again, like I said earlier, right now we're favored to win the NFC East. We're favored to win the NFC as a whole. If you look at the rest of the conference, is there an actual second best team that you feel very confident about?
You're talking about just in the NFC.
In just in the NFC, because right now, just to get to the Super Bowl, obviously that's hard. But you look at the Lions, who
in their own division, the Commander. We don't need to go on about the Commanders again because we talked about Jaden Daniels earlier.
The Commanders don't even know who their top receiver is, so they need to get that figured out.
But
the Cowboys have no defense. The Lions, for everything that everybody said about the Eagles, the Lions had it way worse in terms of losing their offensive line depth, losing their coordinators on both sides of the ball. The 49ers can't stay healthy at any time. Who else? The Rams, like I've been saying, Matthew Stafford's back is broken right now. There's not the teams that people would say can beat the Eagles right now. They are equally, if not more flawed than the Eagles right now. And so you look at a team that is bringing back 10 of its 11 starters on offense and this vaunted running attack that we've had for years. That's going to be right back there.
Every team changes every single season. Pieces move. Every fan base convinces themselves they're going to be better the next year. And in reality, that's not the reality that we are living in. Right. When you look at the Eagles after they lost the Super Bowl, what happened? They lost Shane Steichen to the Colts. He got Gardner Minshew close to making it to the playoffs. Hasn't gotten the quarterback right. Jonathan Gannon, he's slowly been building the Cardinals. And they immediately went on a 7-1 run. Collapse, finish the season with 11 wins, and lose to the Buccaneers. Now we look at the Eagles again, lose Kellen Moore to the Saints, lose a coordinator, lose defensive pieces. When you lose a coordinator, lose all the players that they did on defense, I don't think that's a recipe for success for them to be in the Super Bowl.
We always get back right though.
Again, all the other teams,
we always get back right.
Top team in the NFC, the Detroit Lions, same thing has happened to them. And so, like everybody else, if you want to say that we took a step back, that's fine. Every other team, then, from that standpoint, has taken a step back. And even your worst, even the worst case scenario for us, when you keep pointing back to 2023, that's still 11 wins. If the floor for the Eagles in this current setup with Sirianni and Hurts and all the pieces,
he's
if
killing
the floor
it.
is 11 wins, I do not see anybody beating us in the NFC this year.
Crazy things happen
or in the Super Bowl. if your best argument is, hey, anything can happen, sure, I'll give you that. But if we're actually going on just predicting what's going to happen, the Eagles do still have all of the infrastructure to not only make it back to the Super Bowl, but to win it again.
I think they'll be good, but making it to the Super Bowl is a different story, and repeating as Super Bowl champions is even harder than making it.
Yes, when we are equipped for it.
I would disagree.
We are equipped for it.
Yeah, good job.
I don't want to hear anything you have to say about Super Bowls. If we're talking Super Bowls, I don't want to hear it.
You still didn't catch up to us yet, so you still got some time. But
Oh God.
so in order for a team to repeat a championship, they need to repeat what they did last year or do it better. With what my man said earlier, you guys lost a lot. Do you guys think you're going to repeat a 2,000-yard year?
Let's do it.
With Saquon?
We're going for 3,000
You don't
this year.
believe that.
We're going
you
for
don't
3,000.
believe that. Because you lost one of your top offensive linemen. Just got carted off.
He was at. Listen, he is going to be back for week 1. He's
what?
okay.
Well, when he gets back, we'll talk about
Oh,
it.
I thought you were talking about back
Like
then.
my
I'm
man
like,
said, you lost a lot of your defensive guys that were a big part of why you even got there.
we replenish.
Let's not forget.
We replenish. We
How
still
many
got
wins you guys had
firepower.
last year?
14 in the regular season.
14. Out of those 14, 7 of them were one-possession games. One of them in the playoffs against the Rams, who will be back this year. Yes, they got an injured Stafford, but if he can be – matter of fact, he was injured last year, and he still got done what he got done last year. Now he's got more weapons. That defense had y'all last year. If it wasn't for Saquon being Saquon, that's a different game.
Yeah. If it wasn't for the best player being
But
the best player,
right? And Saquon not gonna
Like,
be
bro,
that guy this year.
if my uncle had tires, he'd be a bicycle. Like, what are we talking about? All this woulda, coulda. Like, why are we doing these dumbass scenarios, bro? These stupid hypotheticals. Like, the facts are the facts. We have Saquon, and we use him to his best ability. That's what we're supposed to do.
He's gonna be,
Like,
he's
what?
gonna be one of the top guys. He's not gonna be that guy. Last year's guy. You can bet on that. Watch. He ain't gonna be that guy. Derrick Henry gonna pass him this year.
He's on
Watch.
Madden cover. It's
Good.
over.
You already know as a fan, it's very hard to repeat. Y'all not the Chiefs. Y'all not them.
Yo,
Last
bro.
time that y'all were in the Super Bowl,
Cowboys fan talking
and
like this
the
is
one
crazy.
not last year, the year before or 2 years ago when y'all win the Super Bowl, y'all lost. Y'all came back, didn't look good because it's very hard to get back there. So with all the things that you guys lost this year, your quarterback not stepping up like he's supposed to be, your running back not going to be the same because
Time out.
your
Question.
running
What
back
do you
getting
mean?
older.
What do you mean not stepping up when he's supposed to be in the NFC championship game and in the Super Bowl? He played
With,
as
like I spoke
he played-
earlier,
he played-
with all that help. Without the help,
Is AJ Brown going to be there this year? Is Devonta? Is Devonta Smith
and
on the roster?
And we spoke
Hold on,
about
hold on,
duos, right? And they're
hold on.
not one of those top
Hold
duos.
on.
So
They're-
you can
they're
say
not
those
one of-
names.
They're not. Time out. When I was arguing, I said that they were the best. You don't think
And you were wrong.
You don't think that they are one of the best?
They're one of the best.
Okay,
but
pause.
Go
Stop
ahead.
right
Go
there.
ahead.
So they are bringing back one of the best wide receiver duos. They are bringing back one of the best running backs in the league. They are bringing back one of the best offensive lines in the league. Offensively, they have everything set up for them to go ahead and do what they need to do.
Right.
In the moments that you said, "Oh, let me see Jalen Hurts step
Can
up,"
they repeat it? That's the question. Repeat.
Yes.
They
Yes.
cannot.
They can.
They will not.
Says who?
repeat.
Says who?
me and every fan
Says-
that has eyes knows
Says who?
that
Team-
that team is not the
Yes.
same team they
Yes,
were
because
last
you
year.
guys- yes,
they
because you
didn't
gu-
improve. Tell me where they improved.
Of course,
this
you
offseason,
think.
what did they improve at?
Of course you think.
You didn't answer the question.
Of course
what
you
did
think.
they improve that to make you and everyone else believe that they're going to get better? Did they get another star? Did they fix any of their faults that they had last? They didn't have a lot of faults, but any of those faults that they did have, did they fix it?
Can I have
No,
have you
and
seen?
they lost
I can't
some of
even
that.
answer. I can't even answer.
Go ahead.
Have you seen Jahad Campbell?
Yes,
He's nice.
that's cool.
Boom, right there.
That's
Right
one
there.
player.
Okay, you just asked
Makuba.
a question and I answered it and I
But you-
gave you one, and
we're
so
talking
like
about
Makuba.
Now,
and so
one player.
New
he
CD
asked-
already.
time out.
Jalen
He
Hurts
asked-
is nice
time
compared
out.
to you, right?
He asked, have you improved anywhere? I gave him a spot.
Okay, that's one.
I gave him a spot where we improved, and so
One.
there's that.
You got more?
I answered.
All right,
I answered
give me more.
that question.
So one, so
I
one,
answered
one
that
improvement,
question.
one player improvement is going to make your team that much better. That they're going to repeat.
It's a lot of continuity, and once again,
Like, do folks not see the way we ran through the playoffs, bro? Like, is much improving really needed, my nigga? Like, we were the best of the best. You feel me? Like, what? drastic improving is so necessary, so needed. Like, I'm confused.
Understand that from a losing fan's perspective,
That's always his
you
argument.
want
And we replenish too.
That's all.
Cause I'm in a room with a bunch of losers, man. I'm in a room with a bunch of losers.
Losers.
All of y'all teams suck, man. All y'all teams suck. I promise y'all.
We got him,
I promise you.
We got him.
All y'all teams suck. They all suck. You. Everybody's team suck.
Yeah.
They all of them.
Still, right? That's what I'm waiting
I
on.
literally first of all,
You gave
I
me
answered,
one answer.
so I answered the question.
But that's
correct?
not enough.
Again, according to
need
who?
more.
According to who?
Us, we're waiting. At home, you guys are waiting, right? You're waiting for his answer? He gave me one answer.
6-11, 4-13, 5-12.
5 champions.
That's
all
it.
he's on.
That's what it is. The
talking
Jets,
about what they're gonna
the
do.
Jets, you guys here and
Tell
and the
me
reason
how
why I
they're
say
going to
time
improve,
out. And here, first of all, I just told you a spot where they improved. The second thing is nobody in this room outside of me is qualified to speak on winning.
Because y'all just won.
No,
That's the
you
only
guys are not
reason.
qualified.
My man.
You're not
That's
qualified.
all the reason. He
only
frying him.
reason
I ain't
why
gonna
y'all
lie.
sitting here is because y'all
He
won
frying
last
him.
year. If it wasn't, they would have skipped over the Eagles. We don't want to.
I'm gonna skip this nigga.
Defense
He
wins
chatting.
championships, not the offense. And so when you think about what the Eagles did on defense this year in the offseason, you said, oh, Jahad Campbell. And then he asked you for more, and you kind of started talking about him being a Cowboys fan and some other stuff. You kind of diverted from that point. But if defense does win championships, which it does, like holding the Chiefs to barely anything, like that's defense. I get that 100%. But you lost defense. And you didn't add anything.
And we
except
got
for a rookie.
more.
And
Jahad,
Cooper's
Makuba. You feel me? Like, and we still have JC. We still got Jordan. We still got Cooper, Quinyon. Like, we still have them. Great pieces.
now you're
That's
thinking
still a
that
great
every rookie
defense.
that's going to come along is going to produce similar results.
Yes.
But that's not always the case. And I'm not praying on Jahad
And they
Campbell's
are.
downfall. Shout out to Jersey. I hope he does good. But that's not enough. And if you lost, like there is a
Bro, these
sizable
niggas
amount
Chad,
of players
man.
from the Eagles defense that they lost last year that were on that Super Bowl team that will no longer be there this year. So I'm just curious as to how you think Jahad Campbell.
This what y'all wanted me to see so bad? These
Josh
freezing
Sweat
cold
and
takes?
Darius Slay and
Come on
all
now,
these
man.
players that are not going to be on the team anymore. That just doesn't seem logical to me.
I do think that obviously like the Jahad Campbell thing, I think that's going to be better. On the defensive line, we have a lot of young players who, especially in this system, you've seen progression from year in and year out. And so
We develop our
I'm not gonna
players.
go into any season thinking, oh, that guy, yeah, he's going to be worse this year. Like everybody does think of somewhat best case scenario. The Eagles defense last year was really, really great. Do I think that the Eagles need to have one of the greatest defenses of all time to win a Super Bowl? No. And so I think you guys are operating from the idea that like I think that the Eagles have to have the number one offense and the number one defense in order to win the Super Bowl. That's not always the case. You can win the Super Bowl with the 10th best offense. You can win the Super Bowl with sometimes like the 12th best defense or whatever. Things are sliding scales. And so
Facts.
I think that offensively, with the continuity that we have, I think the offense is still going to be one of the 10 best in the league. Defensively, with the growth from Jalen Carter, Nolan Smith, Jomo, all those guys, I do
Facts.
think
Pop
that will be solid enough on that line. The top contenders, if we talk about the Packers need to show me that they can, be consistent. Jordan Love needs to show that he can do that. You have the Vikings who have a rookie quarterback coming off an injury. The Lions just
frying
lost
them.
their interior offensive line. They lost their coordinators. The 49ers,
He
we don't know
frying
if
them.
is going to be healthy. Like all up
Could
and
hear a
down
pin
the
drop in that room.
just to get to the Super Bowl because obviously like I have no idea what the AFC is going to look like, but just getting there and putting yourself in that position, the Eagles are in as good of a position as anybody to get there. And then once you're there, now we're talking about playing against the AFC, which the Chiefs, we just beat them. So yes, I do feel confident about that. The Ravens, listen, if the Ravens get there, then maybe Lamar figured out like the playoff stuff and that's fixed. Cool. The Bills, if they finally ever get over the Patrick Mahomes hill, maybe they are scary. But I haven't seen that. So now I'm looking at the AFC. It's a lot of unknown. I'm looking at the rest of the NFC. Everybody else has to go prove it just as much as we do. And once again, we are the defending Super Bowl champions with a lot of continuity on both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
Yes, we are in the best position to do it, and we will go back to back.
For a team that has all of these kind of, errors on defense or
So who's
they're not
winning?
in the
So
in the
who's
best.
winning?
The Super Bowl next year?
Yes.
Buffalo Bills.
Bills Mafia.
Can they can they get to the Super Bowl?
They lost last year because the refs cheated for the Chiefs. That you remember the play, right? That's a different video. That's the Buffalo Bills should have been in the Super Bowl last year. And before that, the Chiefs had to play the Texans, who never won a playoff game. So when you really think about it, the Eagles didn't really have to face that tough of an opponent. If they played the Buffalo Bills, it would have went a lot different. That's all I'm saying. And I think next year,
The
They'll get 'em.
two-time defending Super Bowl champions with the best quarterback in the league. That's not really anybody.
What? What
That-
are you
that
talking
would-
the
about?
Chiefs,
Yeah.
no,
That's not. That's
You watched that
that's
game,
light.
right?
Does light work?
It looked like it, right?
Yeah, because we're nice.
We're
What are
like
you-
that.
What are you talking about?
So if they got there through Refgate, as we want to call it, right? The Bills should have been in that game. And if the Bills do go to that game, we might not be sitting here having this debate. That's all I want to say.
You told me and said that you think that a lot of my argument was a lot of feeling.
Yeah.
Your entire argument is hypothetical.
No, I
And
gave you
Literally.
facts. I gave you facts. You asked me who's going to win
No,
next
you
year.
said
You asked me who's going to win next year.
You
This is what
you
happened.
you were talking about last year and said, and now not only was it hypotheticals, it was also conspiracies with the refs
Nah,
help
for
the
real.
Chiefs win and the
None
Bills
of this is-
and if
none of this
and
is
if
my-
the and
none
if
of this
the
is
and
my
if the
argument,
Bills
by the
and
way.
if the Bills
None of this was my argument, by the way.
Did-
I told you my argument,
No,
which was
no,
that they
did you
ranked
not say-
last in
did
defense.
you- did
in
you not say-
defensive categories? They ranked bottom tier in the NFL. We'll just say that,
did
right?
you not
Bottom tier.
say
This is my argument. With that being said, they lost the entire defense. With that being said, they lost Kellen Moore, who was responsible for that offense because the year before they lost to Baker Mayfield. So when
He's not a scrub.
you don't have all of these things, which is the recipe for
Baker's
success, that
not
they
no
had,
scrub.
it's going to be very hard. It's already hard to repeat. It's going to be very hard to repeat when you lose the defense that already wasn't that good and the offensive coordinator who made everything happen because Nick Sirianni doesn't call plays.
So we've had this debate. We talked a lot of stats, talked a lot of feelings. Isaac was talking about girth. But we're here with an Eagles fan and Eagles haters. So very plainly, I just want to answer the question, why? Why do we hate the Eagles? Why do we love the Eagles? Donovan, I'm going to put the power in your hands. Pick one hater who gets 24 seconds on the clock to state their case. Why do we hate the Eagles? After that, Donovan, you'll have 24 seconds on the clock to explain why you're such a fan and why you love the team.
Okay.
That sound fair?
Yeah.
So take a look at your haters. Make your decision carefully.
I can't stand the Eagles. I really can't stand the Eagles. As a South Jersey native who had to grow up around
God
all
damn,
these
nigga.
people my entire life,
Fuck.
being a Giants fan, I can't stand how good you feel even though you lose every season. I can't stand how you champion mediocrity. I can't stand how you're so hyped when your whole identity is a QB sneak. I can't stand how you take our best player and now all of a sudden we're the
Feelings.
best team in the world when
Feelings.
before that it was real spooky. I can't
Feelings.
stand how boastful and braggadocious the Philadelphia Eagles fan base are when the results don't back that up.
You just won the. Okay. Yeah.
Donovan, take your time. Let me know when you're ready.
I would like to give back my time and just say go Birds. That's it.
He doesn't even